Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this one, I'll show you how you get early T4 armor pieces. So this is very difficult. It takes like an hour to get this, but it's very possible to get tier 4 armor. And there is a massive benefit of having a tier 4 armor very early on before the raid, is because this will give you more DR, and the more DR the better in a contest raid. So how DR works with new gear here, as you guys see from the menu, the more pieces of new gear you have, the higher DR you get as a bonus. That also scales with the tier of the armor. So for example, if you have everything here tier 2, let's put a tier 2 here piece. Everything tier 2 with the exotic gauntlet, I think is considered tier 5. I got like a 7.8 DR, and if you change this to this, it goes from 7.8 to 9% DR. So you get more overall bonus damage resistance the more new gear you have and the higher tier of that new gear is. So that's for the intro, like basically why you want to do this before the raid. And now how to do this, I would say just go to Kepler, go to the opening area here. We have to attune the specific piece we want. So a side note here, I would say the Bushido armor set bonus is the best, but you can only get tier 4 Ion renewal armor as T4. So make sure you have 2 Bushidos, and we are going to attune armor that's not our Bushidos. For example, like here, if I want to keep my Bushido bond and my Bushido fucking chest, you want to get tier 4 legs and tier 4 helmet. I would say having Bushido armor set is very nice because you get extra healing when getting kills with the weapons. So you go to this thing right here and you attune. To attune in here, you attune wherever you want your tier 4 to be. For example, for me, I did boots, but next up, I want helmets. You attune helmets, and then you want to do these two, the featured weekly missions. So you can only get this once, I think, per character. I'm not sure if it's per account because I haven't finished the campaign on my other characters. But as you guys can see, I don't have the bonus here anymore because I have done this. When you open the menu by yourself, you will see that they have the bonus. It's tier 4 loot. It could be weapon, it could be armor, but if you attune the specific armor you want beforehand, you have a very high chance of getting that specific armor pieces in T4. So there is a side note experiment I also done. So this is the weekly featured fabled. Both of them are fabled, so I would say they are both featured. So switch to mythic. Switching to mythic, I think, is what gives T4, and I am not sure. Someone verified this, but both of them does work with this technique. I managed to get. I was not focusing anything. I got a T4 hand cannon from this one. I did it with my clanmate, and then I soloed this one completely by myself, and I attuned the boots beforehand, and I ended up getting the boots. So I will play the gameplay for you guys. This basically was my loadout. Third iteration because he's doing triple damage, and my territorial guard. So the main benefit of this, is my opinion, is not the burst in damage, but the fact that it staggers enemies like crazy. So as soon as you start shooting them, they stop shooting you, which is the biggest benefit of using this weapon, in my opinion. So this was my loadout, nothing here too crazy. I was using Ionia with here Helion. These were my fragments. Of course, I was crouching on Sever, so you sever the big boss because it's mythic difficulty, it's very hard. And this was my loadout. The mod setup can change, all up to you, and for the artifact it could change, up to you. Also, it could be better. I would maybe experiment with the Radiant Shrapnel, but it's all up to you. I would also argue that Getaway Artist might be better, but the bonus in the yard you get from this is also very good to have, and I wanted to try something new because I played with Getaway for so long. And I will play the gameplay where I soloed this one. It took roughly an hour solo. It's very difficult, very tedious. You get to respawn infinitely initially, but when you get to the final boss, you don't get to respawn. So you better like focus up to not die and reset all the boss fights. So the only part where you don't have to die is the final boss fight. I will make sure to play some of the gameplay footage when I edit, so you guys will see that the gameplay is for sure difficult, but at the end, as you guys will see from the video, I did in fact get T4 boots, which increase your overall damage resist way early on. We are talking, I got this yesterday, so it was technically day 2 in the Edge of Fate, I already had T4 armor, which is very nice. Sadly, I did not know about this. That's why I got a T4 hand cannon that I ended up dismantling. But this for sure could have benefit me to T4 armor way early on. So you guys know now you can get yourself your 2 T4 armor way early on in the expansion. So thank you guys so much for watching. That was it basically for the video. In the next one, I will show you every single piece of the graviton spike in both fabled and mythic difficulty, as well as a cheese spot to cheese and beat the final boss in mythic solo for the final piece of this exotic catalyst of this weapon. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. Should drop very soon, and I wish you guys good luck farming, good luck in the raid, and see you on my next one, and I'm out.